so much to get into. Let's get right to it. Benjamin Sesko then, Dharmesh. How close are United to getting him in?
It's getting closer. It's developing. Talks between Manchester United and RB Leipzig are advancing over the signing of Benjamin Sesko. No full agreement yet. That should be specified at this point. But discussions, we're told, are heading in a positive direction. Personal terms, not expected to be an issue for the player. Just a reminder of what United's offer is. It's an initial £65 million plus a further £8.9 million in performance-related add-ons. So it just comes short of £74 million. That's actually less than what Newcastle United's bid was. However, Manchester United is the preferred choice of Benjamin Sesko. Now, I think United have been pretty clever in the way they've approached this one, because they've seen Newcastle United going with one bid, which wasn't good enough for RB Leipzig. Then they've gone again, and they've gone again big. It was like a €90 million all-in bid that they put into RB Leipzig. United just sat back because what they wanted to do was to get an assurance from the player himself that he wanted to come to Manchester United before they made that bid. And that is effectively what has happened, because once we knew Manchester United had put that bid in of nearly £74 million all in, that was the signal that, right, something's gone on behind the scenes, that Benjamin Sesko has made it clear to Manchester United that he wants to go to that club. Because it would be no point Manchester United bidding against Newcastle United if they know the player is going to come. As far as Sesko himself is concerned, him and RB Leipzig have got a fantastic relationship. He doesn't want to rock the boat. He hasn't agitated for a move at all during this whole saga. But he has made it clear to them, Manchester United is my preferred destination. And then he's left it to them. If they can agree that deal with Manchester United, then he can go there. If they can't, then he will sit back and say, well, I'll stay at RB Leipzig, or see if Newcastle United is the destination for me after all.
Rob, why would he choose Manchester United over Newcastle United when Newcastle United have got Champions League football?
It doesn't make any sense on paper, does it? But I think what this emphasises is that Manchester United still have a huge pulling power when it comes to transfers. We've seen that already with Matheus Cunha and Bryan Mbeumo, both of whom Newcastle wanted to sign, and they missed out on Manchester United, even though they were prepared to match the deal financially. These players seem to be choosing the Theatre of Dreams at Old Trafford as a chosen destination. Look, I think you have to realise that Manchester United are a legacy club. There are a lot of people in football who don't like to admit it, but they're huge. They have an enormous worldwide following, probably second only to Real Madrid in terms of following worldwide. They have a massive commercial base. They can still afford these deals. They're a huge worldwide brand. And after what Sir Alex Ferguson achieved with Manchester United, everybody knows what they're capable of. They're almost a sleeping giant. And so I think a lot of these players that are at the level we're talking about with Benjamin Sesko here like the idea of trying to go there. From the people I'm speaking to in the transfer market on a daily basis, Ruben Amorim has a huge pull and a huge draw for these players as well. They like the way that he's very straight talking and honest. They like the way that he's improving Manchester United and dragging them up by their shoestrings, if you like, from a very low base. And they like the fact that they think that he makes players better on the coaching field and brings the best out of them. So I think you add all that together, and that's some way to go into to explain why Sesko and others are choosing Manchester United over Newcastle. On paper, it doesn't make any sense, because I'm a huge fan of Eddie Howe. I think he's a brilliant tactician. He definitely gets out the best out of his players. He's a brilliant man manager. They've got Champions League football. They finished 5th compared with Manchester United's 15th. In the Premier League last season.
Got sensational midfield, which are going to set you up for goals.
And we know what the fan base is like at Newcastle United as well. They are absolutely emphatic behind their club. It's a one-town club, isn't it? A one-city club. And if you play well for Newcastle United, look at Alan Shearer, an absolute legend of those parts. We'll never have to buy a drink in the town ever again. You know, Benjamin Sesko probably isn't thinking like that, but to turn Newcastle down and put all your eggs in one basket for Man United is surprising, but understandable.
It's an ego thing as well. If you're a player and you've looked at Manchester United since Sir Alex Ferguson left, it's been 12 years where, yes, they've won a few trophies, but they haven't really challenged again for the Premier League title, which is what Manchester United feel they should be doing. They've gone through all of these managers. They've spent hundreds of millions of pounds on players. Now they've come to a point where they finished 15th in the